Hey, what's up, gang? Kawaii50 here with another Honkai Star Rail video, and I am here to show off something that I think everyone just needs reinforced on. I get it. I understand. Not pulling your wanted 5-star can be unfortunate, to say the least. But there are plenty of 4-stars in this game that can honestly help you clear a lot of content. And I just wanted to showcase a few teams I've put together with either 4-star or entirely just handed out to us characters that can actually end up pulling you pretty dang far in the game. So I hope this video ends up helping you out, maybe gives you some super cool team ideas. If it does, be sure to go ahead, like and subscribe. And we're gonna go ahead and start off this video with a team I like to refer to as the protagonist turtle team that I've been running. So of course we've got our main protagonist over here in his tank stance with March 7th showing up. Over here in the back we've got Natasha, and basically every single team you see me use in this section of runs is going to be using Natasha. She is basically carrying the vast majority of the game for players, an overworked position, just like they are carrying the United States healthcare system. So Natasha is going to be a super core member of these teams. You can of course use Bailu if you have Bailu, but in some harder fights, Natasha is actually preferable because Natasha has a debuff cleanse, Bailu does not. So our main character, March 7th, and Natasha are big core focuses of this team. We're using Su Shang since the enemy is weak against physical, but you can use pretty much any other character you want to use as your main DPS. You can use Hook, you can use Don Hung, whoever is going to be your strongest character in this situation. Bonk. Let's go. So as you can see from how we've got this team set up, Su Shang is running in and dealing the vast majority of the damage, getting tons of those speed boosts. March 7th is going to be giving our characters some shields to help keep them alive and break those ice enemies. Our pro tag is of course doing what a pro tag does best. I have him absolutely overloaded on defense and HP, so he is just going to make sure our entire team survives until the end of time. With March doing all of these breaks, this boss isn't really gonna last super duper long. Let's be quite honest here. And with that, we've already got one down, and just watch what Su Shang can do. Yeah, just immediate straight up murder. We're hitting 2,700 damage. She isn't even at level 60, and I'm at equilibrium level 3. So, you know, you kind of want to be at level 60 at this point. But our 4-star team is still pushing through this content with a ridiculous amount of poise. Even our protagonist, who you definitely should be leveling if you don't have Japard, because he is essentially your main tank option. This man is dealing some absolutely absurd damage. We've got Su Shang coming in again with the pure Unga Bunga, hit a 3,200 off of that crit, and this is absolutely monstrous. I also want to go ahead and let you know that basically only my protagonist in these team setups has any sort of 5-star relics at this point in the game. I just hit the point where I can farm those, and we've only got 4-star light cones on this entire team. So we can super easily go ahead and clear that. Isn't that dandy, Su Shang? Look at you go. Now let's go ahead and take a gander at another team at another site. So for this second team I'm showing off to you guys, I want to show off my beloved Sampo Dots team. This is honestly the most fun team for me to play right now, and I cannot wait until I get this completely leveled. Sampo, of course, is our key main focus of this entire team, and it entirely has to do with his ultimate. The fact that it increases target dot chance means there's some absolutely silly things we can build around this, and if you are doing something like Simulated Universe, with the Path of Nihility, I've seen instances where dots are hitting enemies for like 3 or 4K after everything is said and done. So building around this ultimate is exactly what we want to do. We are of course building around this with Serval for our main bit of AoE. You got Serval for free. I know you got Serval for free. She is probably your best AoE attacker in terms of free characters. Of course, Natasha making yet another appearance. She is carrying our entire team. And we have, of course, Asta. As I've said on stream in the past, I am a huge Asta apologist. I think Asta is fantastic. A lot of people when the game came out were like, no, she came for free from the main gacha, so there's no way she can be good. Asta is incredible. The amount of speed we are able to go ahead and push through with her is awesome, but most importantly is her skill Meteor Storm. This deals fire damage to a single enemy and can bounce to different random enemies. Now, because of Asta's talent, she is able to grant allies 9.1% extra attack for every single charge she has, and this stacks up to 5 times. You would think normally, hey, Asta's skill is supposed to bounce to other enemies to get us another stack. There's only one single enemy left. There's no reason for me to use my talent anymore. I'm not going to be worrying about that. Wrong. You want to use your skill if the remaining enemy is fire focused, because the amount of break damage that Asta is going to be able to deal is going to be absurd. You'll see that focus with another team, but for now, let's go ahead and take a gander at what the Sampo team is able to do here. So our main dot damage dealers here are Sampo, Serval, and Asta. Asta can inflict burn, Serval can inflict shock, and Sampo can inflict wind shear. If I was confident enough not to run a healer, I would probably be running a physical character here as well to inflict some sort of bleed. Unfortunately, I am not that confident right now because we automatically needed this Asta heal as soon as humanly possible. But we've got Serval here popping Mechanical Fever, hitting all of our enemies for crazy amounts of damage. We've got a burn inflicted, and we are just about to see Sampo's ultimate go ahead and give this guy the business. So Sampo has popped Surprise Present. Bada bing, bada boom. We've got Wind Shear and Dot Vulnerability is up. Now, hopefully this guy survives so you can see the amount of damage that Dot Vulnerability is going to inflict. We hit him for just like 1200 right there, solely off of dots. And that was only off of Sampo's Wind Shear. We weren't able to pop a burn. We weren't able to pop a shock. Imagine if you could pop a burn and shock in these particular instances. Boom, boom, another 1200 off of 1 Wind Shear and 1 shock. Sampo is just... Sampo is, in my opinion, one of the 4 stars that can enable some of the craziest stuff, and with the upcoming Silver Wolf and Kafka that are joining the team, Sampo is actually a truly incredible pairing to put with either of those characters. If you have pulled a Sampo, strongly consider running him. If you are running a Silver Wolf or a Kafka team, he is just going to make your entire team deal so much more damage. It is going to be absolutely nutty. Meteor Storm popping here. We're mainly using it for the attack boost in this since the enemy isn't weak against fire. Like, don't worry, I'm going to show you what this does to a fire weakened enemy in just a moment. After we go ahead and murder this guy. Look at that, Asta popping the speed boost, pushing our entire team above him, and I'm not even sure if he's going to get another turn. Boom, Dots killed him for 1500 damage. What an absolute unit you are, Sampo. Alright, now that I've been able to show you Sampo, let's go ahead and look at one more team, and then I'll tell you a couple of other characters I wasn't able to cover solely because I don't have them. Alright, let's get this one out of the way. Ken Masters' secret love child right here. We knew, chat from my streams knows we were going to show off this team. This is a team I call Too Many Hooks. Way too many hooks. So this entire team is going to be, of course, built around Hook as our main focus as a damage dealer. Her being able to hit off of those burns, deal extra damage off of those burns, and heal off of them. We've, of course, got Asta in here because we are going to need some additional burn support just in case. Natasha providing our support in the back. And, of course, Pella here. Pella actually pretty dang solid, able to debuff, restore extra energy, hitting enemies that are debuffed, and being able to inflict exposed on all enemies, reducing their defense, something Hook is really going to like. Buff stripping is also a part of Pella's kit. If you've played any other turn-based RPG, you know that being able to remove your enemy's buffs is a super duper valuable ability. So we are going to use Pella over here to her fullest. You can of course sub in Grandpa Welt if you wanted to go ahead and do that. Grandpa Welt of course has the ability to slow, the ability to delay enemies, granting you even more turns, and all of that other stuff. But this is a 4-star showcase video, so Grandpa's just going to have to go ahead and sit on the bench. Let's go ahead and take a gander at the team, shall we? And bonk. I said bonk. Okay, there we go. Let's take a peek. So this is the true potential that an E6 Hook can give you. Already, Asta is giving us the maximum attack boost, and Pella was straight up able to go ahead and fire off her funnels, stolen from Mobile Suit Gundam, to go ahead and start freezing the enemy. Freeze isn't necessarily going to be super huge on this, but Pella's just there to go ahead and give some sort of debuff. What is more powerful is Hook critting for 5,400. And boom, another 6,600. Hook is easily the strongest person I have on my team. And if you have been worried about whether or not you can use this toddler to the fullest, well, just go ahead and look at my setup. Boom, hitting for another 7K. This is an entirely 4-star team. Absolutely no 5 stars are necessary. Just look at that. Deep freeze, which we are absolutely going to ignore. Full disclosure, I don't even have Natasha's cleanse available to use, so we are just going to live with that deep freeze. Not that it necessarily matters so much for our team in this situation. The boss is going to attempt to attack us, and he's going to succeed, but he's going to take 1,700 burn damage. Even without Sampo on the team, we could probably put Sampo in here for Pella if we so chose, and just absolutely murder the enemies with full burn damage. Look at that, we got the burns, we got the attack boost, we have dispelled the boss's buff, so there's no way he's going to be dealing a lot of damage. Pella is just going to opt to ignore certain death, and the boss is already dead. Boom, look at that. All 4-star characters were able to do that. Now, of course, there were some characters I wasn't able to go ahead and focus on when it comes to 4-star characters, just because I unfortunately do not have them, and that is a shame. But there are some other 4-star characters you definitely should be on the lookout for in Honkai Star Rail. Ting Yun was a character I wasn't able to showcase. If you don't have a Bronya, or if you need a lightning support and just don't necessarily need to use Asta in this situation, Ting Yun has some of the most powerful attack support in the entire game, and she can really go ahead and help push your team. It's either her or Bronya. Both of them are the honest queens of support. You can also go ahead and run Yan King. I wasn't able to necessarily showcase him here, but Yan King is considered by and large one of the best single target DPSs in the entire game, definitely up there with the likes of Sushang and Sela. So definitely go ahead and consider leveling your Yan King if you have not done so already. But I'm happy that I was able to at least show you quite a few of the 4-star characters and some entire 4-star team comps. Star Rail actually falls in the realm of Genshin style gameplay. You can have full teams of 4 stars. You can have 4 stars that absolutely crush the game and are able to carry you. So please do not get disheartened if you have not pulled the 5-star you wanted. I guarantee through all the extra 4-star copies you got with multiple Eidolon levels, you are going to be able to cobble together something that can push you through the deepest levels of Simulated Universe. Go ahead and let me know down in the comments section which Star Rail teams you are personally running, be them 4 stars, 5 stars, whatever, and let me know who your favorite 4-star and or freebie character in the game is right now. Even if that's the Trailblazer with their love of trash, I definitely want to know. Big thanks to everyone in the Discord, in the Patreon, in the Ko-fi, on the Twitch. You can find all those links down in the description below. And of course, a massive thank you to all of you on YouTube as well. It is thanks to all of you and your support that I'm continuing to make these videos, continuing to pump out content for a game I honestly really, really enjoy. One of my most hype releases of the year, and I hope you all enjoy it as well. Anyways, gang, that's it for me, Kawaii50. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. All those things really help out the channel, and I'll see y'all in the next one.